You friend?
I'm doing all right.
The Hotbox. So then he, like, when you said that, you were the first on the list, like, did he pass other Mayonnaise Mafia members to get to you, or were you in front of the line?
I was front of the line.
Well, were you? So between the time when he informed you that you were like public enemy number one on his list,
right?
Between the time that he informed you of this and when you proceeded to falcon punch him with a steel-toed boot, how long has passed
between the time he informed me and the time I gave him the hookahs?
Well, we gave him the 1-2.
Yeah, probably 30 seconds, 40 seconds maybe.
So
okay, hold on.
Wait.
I have a better question though.
I'm just trying to I'm trying to get a mental picture here.
Wait, hold on, because I need to clarify this before the duration. You said that he had a list that he was gonna create this T attack.
Well, the list wasn't necessarily a actual list he made. He just
gotcha.
So you guys did you guys have history? Like, did he know you before this?
No, never met the dude before this.
Have you seen him again?
No, I haven't, because he's actually he got locked up for that.
So walk me through this, right? So he walks up to you. He says, "Hey, Mr. Hotbox, you're the first."
You didn't even say my name. You don't even know my name.
I'm aware, right? I'm being a little hyperbolic. So this guy walks up to you. Hold on. Says, "Mr. Hotbox, you're public enemy number one on my list." And there's a 30-second period, and then you uppercut him. So in that
see, what it was is when as you're saying, you're the first on my list. Well, he wasn't talking to me. He was talking to two other people. He actually got off the train and brought back. He said, "We're gonna unalive all these white tea people."
So he never informed.
I was like, "This your friend?" They were like, "Yeah." And right after that, it was in the face. There go my glasses.
So did they watch you take your boot off and Mega Man it?
That happened so fast. To me, it happened within seconds.
Boots?
They weren't trying to stick around and be.
Were your boots laced up?
No, I didn't even have on laces on these shoes.
Oh, Nicholas, this is a whole can of worms that you just opened.
Wait. Were they steel toe or composite toe?
They are steel toe boots. They're not even boots. They're steel toe shoes.
Okay, so steel toe, not composite toe.
So you own steel toed Skechers?
Yes, you could call them Skechers if you wanted, but that's not the name they go by.
Were they the Indestructibles?
They're the indestructible shoes.
Yeah. You ever had those? They look like normal shoes, but they got a steel toe in them.
So you had a pair of Red 11s with some steel toes in them.
Can I just interrupt to say really quickly that I am so... Nicholas, I have been waiting so long for you to meet Hotbox and to have this conversation. And as much as I wanted Naquan and Hector, and having Santana here is a bonus. But if you start asking about lacing up shoes on feet or on hands, you're gonna open a window I'm not sure you want to go through.
Yes.
Wait, did he lace them up on his hands like boxing gloves?
I'm already committed.
And he had footies. Ask him.
You were wearing footies?
Ask the questions.
They are just a pair of shoes. They didn't even have laces on them.
Why?
They look almost like the Nike cages.
Why did you not have laces?
Because they look like Nike cages.
Wait, so did you have a Velcro strap?
Not even
to hold
Velcro.
them on, or how does your shoe stay on your feet without laces?
Because that's the way they were designed.
So were they slide-ins like lemon pepper steppers, or what are we talking?
They look like, you ever seen the Nike cages? Remember the old 90, what was it, 99, 2000 when they came out with that little plastic thing that went from one side of your foot over the arch to the other side? You know, remember those old Nike cages?
So you had like a Velcro strap.
Wait, are you talking about the Huaraches?
I had Brad pull up a picture on them. But he can almost pull up the picture on the Indestructibles that I wore too.
Yeah, the Indestructibles are on your profile in your videos, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Yep.
Were they black?
Yeah, they were the black. They're the ones with the no laces. I had 2 pairs of those.
Okay, hold on.
But Hotbox, you gotta tell them how they self-exploded.
Oh, well, you know, wear and tear, man. Wear and tear.
Wait, your shoes exploded?
Well, well, if you go look at them, they look like they did, but it's just from wear and tear. Normal wear and tear.
So normal wear and tear, or was it like Zion at Duke when
That was the first pair I had. You gotta go to the next pair. There's another pair in there with no laces.
Wait, those are steel toes now? What the hell? Did you get these custom made? Now I got more questions now.
I genuinely can't stay, and now like I'm invested.
Naquan, I feel like you love him. You love Hotbox more than I do at this point.
Yes, the stories keep getting more and more in depth. Like,
I just want you to remember, Hotbox. I was your first friend here.
We didn't even know that there was a shotgun in the first story.
Yes.
So you did have a Velcro strap over the top.
That's not a Velcro strap. That's just a compression strap.
So they're slip-ons.
Oh, okay.
And I just slipped it off and I threw it on.
Hey, so
chopped it up.
So you said the shoes had normal wear and tear, right?
Right. Yeah.
So
you know, walking around.
Older, right? Wait, right. So, and you have been walking around, normal wear and tear, older shoes. You put the shoes on your hands, the uppercut. Did your hands smell like feet afterwards?
I'm pretty sure they did.
Did you, at the very least, like, drop like a sick one-liner before?
I just told him I'm an evil individual, and then that's when he hit me.
Oh, wait. He's leaving out a part, though. When he said uppercut, we all think uppercut to the face. Oh, no.
No, I didn't even get that. Well, he done backed up by the time I got that high.
Where did you uppercut him at?
I hit him in his dick first.
So hold on.
From the floor up.
Hold on.
He not checked him, Nick.
So hold on. Let me get this.
This is quality entertainment.
Let me get this straight. You are like on a knee, I'm guessing, taking.
I just slipped it off. I didn't even have to take any. I reached down to pick up my glass the same time as I was throwing it on my hand.
Oh, yes, that part. You have to give them the details on that part, because at the same time he was picking out his glasses, the shoes magically came off and on his hand within the same motion.
Yeah, man. And then came up with the shoe to...
This is all in one motion.
Fix face. I can only imagine.
You know, I kind of, slipped out of my shoe a little bit, and I just let it go all the way off. I was like, put that fucker back on, and it just all off the top of my head, you know. I mean, what would look more awkward to you? Someone kicking you with their shoe on, or somebody coming up with the shoe on their fucking fist, right? You got to change the whole, what they call that? The little 4 steps you do when you find yourself in a situation, right? You address the situation, you figure out your variables, right? You act upon it, right? Shit like that. Well,
I thought you were gonna say duck, dip, dodge,
dive.
Well, I'm talking about like military stuff, you know, like when you.
Hotbox, somebody has a question for you. They said when you did it, did the purse with the sawed-off shotgun go airborne?
He took it off the train when he ran off the first time.
So he
never came back with it.
Okay.
So wait. How exactly was he going?
Santana, come back sometime, brother. You gotta finish these stories.
How
How exactly was he going to commit this act, though, if he didn't come back with his handbag?
Handbag, yeah, that's when he came back with 2 other people.
But with no, like, weapons.
Right.
Wait, did you punch the other 2 people?
No, I let them get their freebies.
Okay.
He was the only one
Wait. So they just stood there and, like, let it happen?
pretty much. And when I reached down and grabbed my glasses, they hit me too, but I was already putting my hand in my shoe. And I was coming up with it. So it was, checking all floors too. So when I did that, he didn't want to come back on the train after that.
Wait,
Hotbox, you did not tell me he went and got 2 friends. That's new to me. Hotbox, why are you giving them more details than you gave me? I thought we was friends.
Because we were going off the how Brett
let me be sure I
did
have
the story.
Let me be sure I have the details correct so far, right? So you're on a train, and there is another guy accosting a drunk gentleman on the train. He has a handbag, which you were told, or did he say that there was?
He implied very strongly the way he grabbed that bag. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm because you mentioned that there was a sawed off in there. Did he inform you and the crowd? Did somebody beside you say, "Oh, that's what he's got," or was okay? Was
I heard it later on after,
Gotcha. Okay. So train stops, and gentleman with the handbag gets off the train after he's like hit the emergency stop button.
No, he even hit the emergency stop. It was just the next stop the train was stopping at.
Right. But he like hit the thing to where the train couldn't leave.
Right, yeah, when he ran back into the train. After the doors done closed, he hit the lever, so now the train can't go nowhere because it doesn't see the door shut.
Gotcha. So he gets off the train, leaves his handbag somewhere, returns on the train with 2 more people, flips the switch near the door to where the train can't leave.
Right.
He informs his compatriots that they're going to eliminate all of the white people on the train. He just says this to his friend, and then between him saying that and 30 seconds passes, you are crouched, bent over.
Sure, he said that.
Okay. You've put your shoe on your hand, and then you punch a man in the grundle.
Correct.
I've got the play-by-play correct. This is.
With indestructible shoes that self-destructed.
I appreciate how much you're trying to make this make sense. Like, I appreciate the level of reason you're trying to bring to this, Nicholas.
Oh, no, I'm not trying to bring any reason to this.
Have we talked about the Christmas lights yet?
No, well, the Christmas lights is an actual thing. Christmas lights do actually interfere with Wi-Fi.
Okay.
Yeah.
And have we talked about the cop that can't read?
No, we have not talked about the cop yet.
What?
I just want to make sure we don't miss any part of this.
Did you say cop that can't read?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
I did say that, yeah.
Also,
Hotbox,
Brett,
can you tell?
What's up?
Oh, go ahead.
Kristen is in the requests.
I was told, Kristen, that like you also would want to be here for this. That is why I
Hey,
invited
Kristen, you need to meet Hotbox.
Kristen, I have been dying for you to meet Hotbox.
I got so many messages. Why? So I saw the sovereign citizen part, which I am ecstatic. Thank you.
Oh, we haven't even got to that part yet.
Hotbox? Yeah, we didn't get there yet.
Oh, fuck.
I love this.
Okay, I'm excited. I'll chill for a minute because I don't know any context yet.
Can you regale us, cop that can't read?
That was her reason for pulling me over. She couldn't read. I'm pretty sure that's not what she meant, but that's how she said it. So
Couldn't read what?
she was trying to read my license plate.
And why couldn't she read it, Hotbox?
She's saying because there was a light out on it, but I'm pretty sure that's not what she...
It was obstructed because your light was out, which is technically a violation.
Right.
But not because you're a sovereign citizen, right? Well, you were at that time.
Well, here's the thing with that, right? It's not that when Hotbox told us this originally, it wasn't that, like, it was told to us like she didn't have the capability to read. Like
that's what you think when someone tells you that, right? I can't.
Well, she's a woman. I mean, in fairness, as a fellow Sov Civ, I mean, bitches be crazy. I'm bad at reading.
So I'm not responsible for other people's literacy, though. You know.
So you were a sovereign citizen. Is this correct? I understand this correctly?
We all are, aren't we? Aren't we all responsible for our own being?
No, but tell us about what was the sovereign citizen group you were a part of? I can't remember their name.
Oh. Why, they ain't find you yet?
They haven't found me yet, no. I keep hoping, though.
Yeah, I'm waiting for
But what was their name? You told us.
Yeah, it was a Moorish community.
That's right. Sorry, I just forgot.
Did you say Moorish, as in Moorish?
I guess if that's how you want to spell it.
The Moors.
That's what that's kind of what I was getting at.
You're stepping on your gingerbread toes.
No, was your group named after the Moors?
I don't know what that group was. I don't talk about that group no more because I'm not with that community anymore. So I don't represent that community.
Okay, how did you got to tell us the ins and outs, like how you got in and how you got out.
Because I knew people that were part of that community. And even though I wasn't never really part of that community, they still shared their details with me because I was with them for multiple hours of a day, you know. So if I was going to be around them, I had to,
W in the chat to Randy.
Act a certain way, be a certain way when I'm around them.
Hotbox is hilarious.
But wait, Hotbox, I thought like sovereign citizens was like blood in, blood out. Once you win, you win.
Yeah, you are. And when I see them, I just show the people that I'm with the respect they deserve.
Naquan, I think you're thinking of the Latin kings, perhaps?
Oh, that might be it. Okay, continue, Hotbox.
You still show them, just because, you think of it as a criminal organization. That's not that type of gang. It's just a group of people, who show brotherly love to those who were in need.
What do you think? I think America's the criminal organization.
They may be, but that would just be your opinion. And if your opinion matches up with the other millions of people who have that opinion, then what do you call that?
I mean, Sov Civ.
You call that a community, right?
When you were part of this community, did you hold the belief that courts didn't hold jurisdiction over you?
No. You still believed in common law. The common law, there's a lot of things.
Well, because as a Sov Civ, the government is false. You're not bound by federal and state law, right?
No, you're bound by the law of the land. So, it's one thing if the law is considered unconstitutional eventually when it's tried in court, but then there's another thing just to be acting outside what the law is is, you know.
Why would it matter if a law is unconstitutional if the Constitution doesn't apply to you?
No, it's that the Constitution doesn't apply to anybody.
Well,
everybody has a certain rule that they live by. You just as you go into other countries, you have to respect their customs and their laws. The same thing when you're everywhere else you're at.
That's not a sovereign citizen, then.
Right? Yes, it is. Right? You're responsible for your own well-being, your own security.
Sure. Yeah, I understand that.
But
a sovereign citizen is of the belief that the federal government of the country that they are being told that they belong to does not apply to them. They're not within the jurisdiction of the federal government.
In fairness, Nicholas, sovereign citizens have their own pseudo-legal belief systems, pretty much just based on the misinterpretation of common law. Okay. And they claim to not be subject to government statutes unless they consent to them. So if he's consenting to it, perhaps.
But wait, Izzy, wasn't Nicholas asking about the school bullying thing when he was up here the other day?
Well, we got a couple more before we get to that.
We gotta go one at a time.
So
we can't be jumping around too much.
I need to go open up my fucking Obsidian Notes app if I'm gonna fucking keep this shit up. Jesus Christ.
By the way, guys, if you want to ask Hotbox a question, you just go ahead and hit up the Cash App or Venmo, and you can ask Hotbox a question yourself. By the way, Hotbox, so she came up and she told you that she couldn't read, and so you thought she was illiterate.
That was my one of the few thoughts that crossed my mind. Yes.
Was that the same one that you bombed?
No.
Do you want to tell that story?
Oh, yeah. Just be careful what you eat. You know what I'm saying? You don't know when you're going to end up in the back of a police car. I had some White Castles the night before, and they were trying to make their entrance onto the show here around the wrong time. You know.
Are you giving us the premise of Harold and Kumar go to White Castle?
No, I never went to White Castle. Someone else went to White Castle for me. Mine was the morning after what the White Castles was doing to my stomach.
Oh no, his White Castle story is way better.
Did
way
you,
better than theirs.
when you were pulled over by the police officer that couldn't read, did you ask the officer for their oath of office?
No, I didn't.
Don't you guys think that they're like supposed to carry it on them at all times?
That's up to them. You know, when police pull you over, they're trying to control the scene. So it don't matter what you ask them or what you say. They're just trying to do a job, right? So anything you say, if it goes against what they want you to do, they're gonna eventually gonna make you do it, or you're gonna be arrested, right? Right or wrong. If they want you to leave a scene, you're either gonna leave the scene or they're gonna sit there and pull your ID, and they're gonna start asking you questions. They're gonna detain you by putting you with your cuffs behind your back, all kinds of stuff until they get what they answers they want and information they need.
If they don't have jurisdiction over you, they shouldn't be able to do that, right?
Yeah, but they still do.
So are they abusing their power?
It depends on I guess the other people watching, right?
What?
This is such a
You
gift.
may feel
Thank
they
you,
abusing
guys.
their power. I mean, that's happened to me a few times just for being in a certain location at a certain time. You know.
Hold on. We got a question that was sent in. The question is W in the chat for Christopher, who donated to ask: was the wear and tear from the Grundle hit?
No, that's just from my walking around.
Have you, just for clarification, have you since then punched any other people in the Grundle?
No.
Wait, Kristen missed the train story, and so maybe a quick recap might be in order.
Thank you so much, Trisha. I'm so sorry. I was on Alina's panel. I'm so sorry, guys.
I know. I left Alina's to come here too. Thickles, do you maybe want to retell your take on the train story?
The gingerbread is taking me out.
So, Hotbox was in, what was it, Illinois? Is that what it was?
St. Louis.
Missouri, excuse me. On a train, there was a gentleman who was accosting another drunk person on the train with a handbag. We've determined that may have been a Birkin. We don't know. Evidently, he had a sawed-off shotgun in the handbag.
How else do you play a Birkin? Duh.
We can't confirm. The next stop, Birkin Man gets off the train, leaves the handbag somewhere, returns to the train with two other individuals, and hits the switch button pulley system near the door, which stops the train entirely, and we'll call him Birkin. Birkin informs his two compatriots that they are going to commit an act of terrorism and remove all the members of the printer paper brigade that are on this train. And there is a span of about 30.
Is the printer paper brigade just white people, or is that actually the type? Okay.
Yes, white people. So after Mr. Hotbox hears this, there is about a 30-second window of unaccounted time.
Well, no, he got punched.
And he got punched during this. He didn't mention that. So I guess he gets punched.
Yeah, he got punched and glasses fall off.
Yeah, that's how his glasses fell off.
Glasses fall off.
Hotbox get punched, falls, shoe come off, go on hand, all in one motion.
I really need to like understand the physics of this, but I'm guessing it's more of like a superhero landing kind of pose, and somehow puts one of his indestructible shoes, which are slip-ons, on his hand.
Steel toes.
Both slip-ons.
They're slip-ons. And then Falcon punches a man in the Grundle.
Wait, are steel-toe slip-ons like Crocs with like metal tips?
More or less.
Okay.
These was the Nike versions of steel toes, though.
And
So I want them now.
And
They are a brand, Kristen. They're called Indestructible Shoes. Hotbox does have videos on them.
And then
You Googling them, already buying them.
But it turned out they weren't indestructible.
yes, and then Hotbox performs a Shoryuken into someone's Grundle.
It's a Hashuken.
Yeah.
But we did come to the conclusion that Lightning McQueens are better because you can punch faster. We did come to that understanding.
And my favorite, the previous conversations thing, we've had this conversation with Hotbox many a time. My favorite is it's the crossover, right? It's the Crocs on one hand and the stiletto in the other, so you can block and attack.
But the Crocs have to be on sport mode.
They have to be on sport mode.
And we did discuss that Tozy socks were the appropriate wrappings for shoeboxing.
And you cannot use bunny slippers. Bunny slippers are not dangerous enough.
And this is now called kickboxing.
I'm wearing bunny slippers, and they're definitely dangerous. Also, I'm going to need mine in Defender Gray Thickless. I'm just going to send you a link, okay?
So we did have a very long conversation last month or 2 months ago, I think, about the right choices in footwear for self-defense.
Wheelies or Heelys or whatever they're called, that's a vehicular assault.
Yes, that was decided.
So don't wear ice skates. Got it.
No.
My toes can do a lot of things double jointed, so I would go bare. But that's...
Chanclas are only effective if you are Hispanic, by the way.
Those are only effective at range.
Yes.
Yeah, because they come back.
A thick face this whole time is what's been killing me.
I don't know where the market is for ladies' indestructible shoes. It seems like a lot more men's brands, and I don't love the misogyny there. I also need to judo top things.
Your besties.
Red bottoms are the dangerous one for women. The ones that got spikes on them, though.
Yeah, I mean, we did talk about stilettos.
Real quick announcement. Hey, Imagine, she's not going to pick you.
He's weird.
He's so fucking weird.
Bro, I've talked to him a few times. He's weird.
Watch this. I'll just block him.
He's weird. I've talked to him on a few panels. He's weird.
Okay. All right, we fixed that. So then, what was the next story with Hotbox?
I got Charles on here.
I'm trying to think.
Oh, he's a fucking world-class producer.
Honestly.
Oh, he's got a YouTube channel, if you'd like to check it out.
With over 11,000 followers.
Yeah, Mr. Hotbox, what kind of music do you produce? I think we've talked about it.
I guess you call it rap music, hip hop. I just make the sound, and that's what it comes out as.
I mean, I appreciate that. Like your hotboxing and beatboxing.
I even got a distro kit, so I actually got wherever distro kit distributes me. I got one song actually out there for you.
Hold on, Jones just came in, and I need Jones to come up for this. Izzy, I'm gonna drop you real quick, bud.
Sounds good.
Suck it easy.
Mr. Jones?
Yes, Jones. Please, you've got to hear this story.
If you plan on producing, you gotta get a pair of grills from Paul Wall, and you gotta have cornrows.
Well, I can't have one of those things, so.
Cornrows?
Yeah.
It's HP7 vlogs.
You?
Can I just, for curiosity's sake, Hotbox, what is the criteria or the determining factor that makes one a, quote, world-class producer?
World-class producer? I don't know. I guess you give it all you got, you know? You gotta...
So just the old college try.
College try, I never went to college. Well, I went to a college, but I never, finished and got my degree. I guess I am a college dropout, huh? But I spent most of my time in the service learning some things, too.
Oh, wait, you're military?
Wait,
yes.
He was in the service? See, Hotbox.
Yeah, he told us that like the first time we met him that he was in the military.
Yeah.
What
Why
branch?
didn't I know this information?
I didn't know this.
We had a long conversation. Hotbox, I feel some kind of way now.
Hotbox, what branch were you in?
I was in the Navy.
What did you do?
our main job was an electrician.
So, like, what was your rate?
I was at EMN 3.
Grill? That's not cool, right?
Go ahead, get you one.
Oh no, you can get a grill. We had this conversation, me and Brett.
Wanting one. Can I get a vampire grill?
You can definitely get a grill.
Is a vampire grill a thing?
Yes, it is, but you gotta be careful when you get those little vampire fangs put in there because you'll bite the shit out of your lip.
Yeah, I'm not worried about me.
Hotbox knows because Hotbox has grills.
The way the gingerbread eyes widened.
Yeah, I was you classified me as a hellraiser in the Navy. That was our name of our ship was Give 'em Hell. That was our motto.
Mm.
So if you know what that motto is, you know what ship I was on.
Okay. Why did you get out?
It was the end of my my enlistment. I wasn't sticking around.
I feel like there's more to that story than you're not telling.
And when my contract was over with, I just got out.
I feel like there's more to this that you're not telling.
Did you ever make it to the brig?
The brig?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been there a few times.
For what?
Just unexcused absence.
So you were AWOL.
No, I was told to be somewhere else. And
So you were...
nobody defended me. No one defended the fact that I was told to be there. So they did consider me AWOL. A couple of times.
That is what AWOL means, yeah. I was in the Army for 14 years. I'm relatively familiar with what AWOL means.
On an unrelated note, I am fucking obsessed now with vampire grills and indestructible shoes. I don't know if you wanted me to be into all this, Nicholas. This is your problem now. I'm so sorry.
I'm not buying any of it.
Even when in the Navy, we needed steel toes on, so we had to wear steel toe boots. So I always wore, steel toes most of my life.
Can you wear indestructibles in the Navy?
I don't know. I wasn't in the Navy when they came out with those indestructible shoes, or when I discovered them. So,
did you ever?
Do you still wear steel toes to this day?
Yes.
You need a contract with steel toes.
Warehouse jobs too.
Now we got to get you a contract with steel toes. We're gonna have to get that video from the train and make a commercial. You need a contract.
I wish I had that video.
Hotbox, what brand steel toes do you wear now?
I got these Reeboks on.
Do you think they'd be good in a fight?
I guess. They're comfortable.
What do you look for in a shoe that, like, you can
if it's gonna have laces on it, the laces gotta be very quality, because how often does your shoe come untied? That's what you want, a lace that doesn't come untied very often. When it gets tied, you snap on it, you break it.
You could just get Velcro.
Why not get,
you can do that too, or you get no laces at all.
Have you considered, like, steel-toed boat shoes?
Oh,
Berries.
No toe Crocs.
Mm-hmm.
But anywhere you want to wear, protect your feet. Like especially walking around a stadium, you walk around a warehouse.
Do you wear them to protect your feet, or do you wear them to protect your knuckles?
I wear them to protect my feet because I work on concrete long hours of the day. So
you work on nuts too when you coming up from the ground. Just
What exactly was your, like, train of thought in that moment when you punched a man in the grundle with a shoe?
I wasn't aiming for his thing. It's just that just happened to be the first stop.
Through your head in that moment?
He's not about to stay on this train. That was my first thought.
Well, I mean more so like
he wasn't about to be procreating after this.
What was the the impetus for I'm gonna put my shoe on my hand?
Oh, because I was never taught to fight fair. You know what I'm saying? I was already threatened, and then he comes back and he assaults me. So I think that was called for.
Sure. I'm more so, I'm just...
And because I never got off the train, I was exercising the stand your ground law right there. So I couldn't really get in trouble for doing anything because multiple people witnessed him commit these actions.
No, I agree you were justified, but
you know, you got to give them at least one chance to leave, right? If they come back, that's on them.
does stand your ground apply to moving trains?
Especially when it was about to be a felony because we're about to cross state lines.
Wait, Hotbox, you don't like me. You don't like me. Because you didn't tell me this part of the story neither. Why does Nick get this much of the story?
I don't know, because Brett doesn't allow his lives to go this long. How long we been on here now? It's like almost an hour.
Hold on. I got another question real quick. W's in the chat, guys, to Christopher, who had another question. They said, why hasn't Hotbox produced steel-toe Grundle bus shoes?
What?
I'll be interested too.
What state line were you about to cross?
Into Illinois.
Okay.
Because we're heading west down this train. Oh, we were going east. I'm sorry, we're going east into Illinois.
You are aware that, Michigan doesn't have stand your ground laws.
Missouri does.
Yeah, he is in St. Louis.
Oh.
Oh, does that even apply to trains?
I'm looking it up.
Also, does Missouri have stand your ground laws?
Yes, they do.
But y'all still have to hear about the bullying. His son was getting bullied by the principal.
Fuck that. I love Naquan. You're making me so happy right now.
Not the Naquan effect.
Was the principal shoving a kid into a locker?
Oh, wait.
Wait. Hotbox, will you explain it to him?
Well, they're only saying he was bullying because she was accusing him of doing something. But I do understand what they were mad about. But
I haven't heard the story yet, but I believe you so far on this one.
So they accused him of hurting a kid because when I heard this story, I thought he actually hurt a kid. So that's why I even went up there in the first place. I thought he actually hurt somebody, but that's not what he did. So when I got up there and I heard what they were saying, I thought that was kind of weird what he did. But when I asked him why he did it, it was because he was playing with the kid. They were trying to one-up each other. And
Hotbox, I'm so sorry to ask you, but could you just regale us with what happened? Because I don't know what the situation is, but I'm fascinated.
So this was on Halloween. So they both show up in their own little costumes. And the kid he was playing with showed up in a bodybuilder costume. And so they were acting like they were, playing and stuff, right? Who costume was better. And he said the only thing that hurt him was
a knife.
Right. So even though my son didn't have anything in his hand, they were lining up to go to lunch. The kid fell down. When the kid fell down, my son reached down and he tapped him twice. Like he got him, right? And that's all he did. But, teacher called him and they saying, they were getting on about what he did to the kid, but the kid had already fell. So,
wait, did the kid think he was the Man of Steel?
You're right, something like that. He was a bodybuilder. That's what he told the other kids. That's the only thing that was his kryptonite. So I understand what my kid did, but I told him he can't be putting his hands on people like that, Nah, I don't even allow him. He likes to run up to his teachers and give them hugs and stuff. I'm like, you can't be doing that no more.
So how did the principal bully him?
Well, she was sitting there. She was the one accusing him. She was yelling at him like he actually hurt the boy.
And when you mean tap, you mean he got his hand like this and went.
No, he did it right over his chest. But
Oh, like pop pop.
Right.
How old are these boys?
They're like 9, 8, 9.
Then yeah, they're young.
Right. But she yelled at him like he actually hurt somebody. He did something, and all he was doing was, he was misbehaving, but what they were accusing him for is not what they were. And then when they started accusing him of stuff that had happened, he just wasn't talking to him. He left them alone. He just sat there. He was quiet, which he never does. He ain't never quiet. So he just sat there, was quiet, and I actually had to commend him on him, not losing his anger, because I know him when he loses his anger, and that wasn't him losing his anger.
Hold on, real quick.
Oh fuck.
Oh. Maybe the Joey Fatone.
W in the chat to JC, who said redacted Izzy. Also, Addie has a question. All right, 1 second.
Long for the ride at this point.
No, you are asking amazing questions, Dick.
Are you on the train as well, Feck?
I guess.
Wait, it's a 14-year military veteran. What?
Wait, what? He was in the military?
What is your recommendation as a soldier for footwear defense?
Since I was in the Navy, we always wore steel toes. So anything, any boot, steel toe, even composite,
What about
Considered tanks on your feet?
Tanks? What kind of tanks?
Steel tanks. I'll send you a link.
Oh, okay then. Sure.
Addie, you had a question?
Yeah, I just want to know. Okay, Hotbox. How did you have the time to get your steel toes off your feet and on your hands? I'm very curious about that detail.
Because when I reached over, right, they were already coming off. Because I had bent over. The way I was standing, I reached down. And
Hold up. What do you mean they were already coming off?
Because when he hit me, right, I had to deal with that.
He hit you so hard.
In my face, right in
Hold on.
right in my eye. Right?
Hold on. I have a clarifying question.
Uh-huh.
You got hit so hard that not only your glasses came off, but this man knocked your shoes halfway off.
Yeah, I let my shoe come off. So as I'm falling, to reach down, I'm in a fall to reach down and grab my glasses, because this is how I'm dealing with this bull. This man just hit me. I'm like, fuck, there go my glasses. I reach down and get them. I peel my shoe off. As I come back up, I reach my hand over, throw it on my head, scoop my hand in it, and I'm just coming up with that shit.
As you do.
It's called a Vegeta Blast. I know you're not into anime, Cyclist, but it's a brass knuckling technique.
It is brass knuckling technique. You can never fight fair. If you're in a fair fight, you're in the wrong fight, right?
I can feel you. I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
All in one motion.
Hey, hold on real quick. Addie, I gotta drop you real quick. Do you have any more questions, though?
I just want to say one thing. As an Army active duty, I think that the mud boots are the best combat weapon.
Let's go. All right, thank you so much, Addie.
Bye.
Make sure you aim for soft tissue,
Counter argument, Ranger panties, best weapon.
Can confirm.
It's a weapon of mass distraction.
That's not where I thought those were going, though, but okay.
We didn't specify what kind of reaction not to have. I'm just saying.
Everybody, Hector is walking, but he is not accepting the invite, so we need to shame him real quick. Oh, he is purposefully ignoring it.
Well, he's having a hard time keeping his head on his shoulders. It is heavy.
Hector, get up here. It is our month. I'm up here. Get up here.
I mean, I've already had him dropped once today.
Was he salty? He got kicked in the grundle.
Punched. It's kickboxing at this point. Hector,
We
bring
love
your
you.
big head ass up.
This is how we show love.
Naquan already said if you don't come up, you're getting your invite to the cookout taken. Hold on, Izzy, I gotta drop you back real
You got
quick.
potato salad at this cookout?
All right.
Hey, Hotbox, nah, you could come to the cookout. You definitely, you're definitely gonna be security though too.
Can I bring raisins in my potato salad?
No, ma'am. No raisins. No raisins.
Dude, whoever is Mr. Hotbox Steel Toe Boots in the comment section is fucking killing me.
What the fuck do y'all want?
Hector,
Ma'am, you're in it
not
now,
do us
Hector.
like that. Oh, Hector met Hotbox. Him and Hotbox are best friends.
Yeah.
What?
You just that dumb shit.
Hector met Hotbox. He had a lot of questions for Hotbox too.
Keep playing, Toby. Keep playing.
So Hector, did you hear about did you hear Hotbox's last story that
No,
the
I didn't.
principal was bullying his kid because his kid made a stabby motion towards another kid, and then she suspended him?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
If I was
And
this kid, I probably want to stab people too.
And so, hold on. And so she bullied the kid because he got suspended for doing.
Is there like a zero tolerance rule? Is that why?
No, they said it was a, what do they call it? A threatening gesture.
What the fuck does that mean?
It was a threatening gesture.
Like, I feel like men's presence is a threatening gesture. Like, that's a little much.
Oh, that's what
But
she said.
wait, Hector, we found out that the dude had a Birkin bag on with a foldable sawed-off shotgun in it.
On the train.
That's my go bag now.
And he was a team member that was aiming for the
He's taking out the whitey.
the Pentapaper Brigade.
He's
This is
taking
why
out the mayonnaise
we
mafia.
can't get anywhere as a country.
This is why you all lost the election.
Aren't you a sovereign citizen of Easter Island, Hector? Don't worry about us.
Yes,
Don't worry about my
Hotbox, you definitely got to give Hector the details because he wants to become a sovereign citizen.
He does.
He wants to.
Yes. Did he just redact himself?
Oh, Easter Island has strict rules, apparently.
Hector, get back up here, goddammit.
Dude, Hector, like nobody even got to fucking redact you, dude. Izzy, do you have questions?
I am honestly just here for the entertainment at this point. I wanted Dick to hear this because we had told him and Kristen about it while we were in Austin. I knew Trish was going to reach out to Kristen. So.
It's an afterthought. Thank you so much, Izzy.
Kristen, to be fair, I don't have you on Discord or anything. I think we're mutuals on here, but I don't know how to.
To be honest with you, adding her on Discord is an exercise in futility. Very rarely ever checks it.
I check it when people tell me to check it sometimes.
Very rarely ever checks it. So, exercise.
Bottom line, I don't have any way to get in contact with you, Kristen.
That's bullshit because I told Hector to give you my number. If he failed to do so, classic Hector, but.
No, he definitely did give me that. I never saved it. I'm sorry, Kristen. That's on me.
Wow, you're on the Hector policy of saving numbers.
This is why he only get a drive-by plate.
I hear it.
This is why he only get a drive-by plate.
Oh my god. Somebody redact Izzy's punk ass.
Do you